All right, so today we're going deep, really deep, like way back in time.
Ancient history.
Yep, we're talking excerpts from Genesis 14.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're talking before Moses.
Way before the Exodus, before all of that.
Wow.
Like the time of the patriarchs.
Oh, okay.
We're talking like a world of epic battles, kings, battling it out in a valley.
Okay.
Full of tar pits.
Well, that's interesting. So we're really going back.
Yeah.
Like peeking into a time capsule, kind of.
Yeah, like buried centuries ago. A glimpse into
The really early history of Israel.
Yeah.
And this story.
It's not just battles and kings, though.
No. It's about the roots of faith.
It's about a man named Abram.
Yeah.
And his encounter with this mysterious figure.
Melchizedek.
Okay, so first we got to set the scene.
Okay.
Picture this. 4 powerful kings.
Okay.
From the east.
Okay.
Amraphel, Arioch, Chedorlaomer, and Tidal.
Got it.
And they've basically taken over a whole bunch of city-states.
Okay.
Including Sodom and Gomorrah. And for 12 years, they've been calling the shots.
Okay.
But then, bam.
Yeah.
In the 13th year rebellion.
Oh, wow. Oh?
These subjugated kings, they've had enough.
We said enough is enough.
And that leads us to the Battle of Sodom.
Okay.
Which was fought in, you guessed it,
I'm guessing the Valley of Sodom.
the Valley of Sid.
Okay.
And that's where things get really wild.
Okay.
Because the Valley of Sodom wasn't your typical battleground.
No.
This place was full of asphalt pits.
Oh, wow.
Like basically bubbling tar.
Oh, my goodness. So you can just imagine the chaos.
Oh, yeah. Chariots getting stuck.
Soldiers sinking into the muck.
Oh, yeah.
The whole scene must have been crazy.
A tactical nightmare.
It makes you wonder how they could even fight a battle in a place like that.
But they did.
Yeah.
And the 4 kings from the east, they crushed the rebellion.
They did.
Looted the cities, took everything of value.
Oh, my goodness.
And even captured Abram's nephew,
Oh, no.
Lot, who was living in Sodom.
That detail about Lot is important.
Yeah.
Shows us the stakes involved for Abram.
Yeah, this wasn't just some, like, distant conflict.
No, this is personal.
Yeah, his family was caught in the crossfire.
Oh, wow.
So what does Abram do?
Yeah, what does he do?
Does he just sit back and say, like, well, that's too bad?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Not a chance. He hears about Lot's capture and immediately gathers his own private army.
Oh.
318 men strong.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Leading your own household staff into battle?
Yeah, it takes guts.
That takes serious guts.
It's not just guts, though.
Oh, yeah?
It's about power and influence.
Yeah.
Remember, this is long before the establishment of Israel as a nation.
Yeah. Abram's essentially a powerful chieftain.
Yeah.
He's a leader
Yeah.
who can command a sizable force.
And go up against these established kings.
And he doesn't just go up against them.
Yeah.
He wins.
Oh, wow.
He pursues those conquering kings all the way north to Dan.
Okay.
And then launches this surprise night attack,
Oh, wow.
dividing his forces for maximum impact.
Oh, that's smart.
And he routs the enemy, chases them all the way to Hobah,
Wow.
which is north of Damascus.
Okay.
And not only recovers all the stolen goods, but also rescues his nephew.
What a victory.
What a victory.
That really paints a vivid picture of Abram.
Oh, yeah.
He's not just a man of faith.
Yeah, he's a courageous leader.
A skilled military strategist.
Yeah.
And someone who fiercely protects his family.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting to think about the setting of this victory.
I mean, the whole tar pit thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some scholars see this strange battleground as a kind of foreshadowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've got this image of a valley riddled with, steamy, consuming tar pits.
Yeah.
And it almost mirrors the fire and brimstone that will later engulf Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay.
It raises the question, is there like a deeper meaning here? A subtle message about the fate of those who choose wickedness?
Wow. Never thought about it like that. So we've got this epic battle, this incredible victory.
Yeah.
And it sets the stage for something even more intriguing.
Okay.
Abram's encounter with Melchizedek.
Yes. This is where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
As Abram returns from his victory,
Yeah.
he's met by not one, but 2 kings.
2 kings. Okay, so this sounds like the start of some, like, serious power play.
It could be.
Who are these guys?
Well, the first is the king of Sodom.
Okay.
He's obviously relieved.
Yeah.
And he wants to reward Abram for, saving his city.
Makes sense.
But then,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, steps this other figure, Melchizedek,
Okay.
the king of Salem.
Sure.
And this guy,
Yeah.
shrouded in mystery,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we've got the king of Sodom who's all about like, hey, let's make a deal.
Right.
And then we have this mysterious Melchizedek.
Right.
What's the deal with him?
That's the thing.
Oh.
We don't really know.
Oh, wow.
Genesis just describes him as the king of Salem and priest of God Most High.
Okay.
There's no backstory.
Oh, wow.
No genealogy.
Okay.
No explanation of where he comes from.
Yeah.
Or where he goes.
So he just kind of like...
He appears.
Yeah.
Blesses Abram.
Yeah.
And then vanishes from the narrative.
He sounds like some kind of ancient superhero.
Right.
Appearing just when needed and then disappearing into the mists of time.
Yeah.
So this blessing, what's so special about it?
Well, Melchizedek blesses Abram in the name of God Most High.
Yeah.
And that's incredibly significant.
Oh, okay.
This phrase, God Most High,
Yeah.
resonates with like a monotheistic concept.
Okay.
The idea of one God above all others.
Yeah.
And remember, this is centuries before the formal establishment of Judaism.
Yeah.
Before Moses.
Yeah.
Before the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
So Melchizedek's appearance
Yeah.
raises some fascinating questions about the religious landscape of this ancient world.
You're telling me it's like Melchizedek is this unexpected spiritual giant in the story,
Right.
like a figure who embodies this concept of God.
That we wouldn't expect to see in this
No.
time period.
Yeah, it's almost as if like he's a forerunner.
Yeah.
Like a hint of the monotheistic faith that'll later develop through Abram's descendants.
Yeah, and Abram's reaction to Melchizedek is equally fascinating.
What does he do?
He doesn't just accept the blessing passively.
Yeah.
He responds by giving Melchizedek a tenth of all the spoils from his victory,
Oh, wow.
a practice known as tithing.
So he's acknowledging Melchizedek's spiritual authority.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Abram could have easily kept all that wealth for himself.
Right.
He just won this major battle, rescued his nephew,
Yeah.
reclaimed all this treasure, but he chooses to honor Melchizedek,
Right.
this mysterious king priest.
Yeah.
And through him, God Most High. That's a powerful statement about Abram's character.
It really is. And then,
Yeah.
to make things even more intriguing,
Okay.
the king of Sodom steps forward with his own offer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says to Abram, look, you can keep all the stuff you recovered. Just give me back the people.
Seems like a pretty generous offer.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, Abram doesn't see it that way.
Okay.
He flat out refuses
Oh, wow.
to accept any reward from the king of Sodom.
Okay.
He says, I'm paraphrasing here,
Yeah.
I have sworn to God Most High, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will take nothing that is yours, not even a thread or a sandal strap, so that you will never be able to say, I made Abram rich.
Whoa. That's a bold move. He's basically drawing a line in the sand,
Right.
separating himself from the king of Sodom and his world.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, my loyalty is to God, not to you or your corrupt city.
Exactly. And it's not just about loyalty.
It's about...
Integrity. Abram wants to make it clear that his wealth, his success,
Yeah.
comes from God,
Yeah.
not from any worldly alliance.
Yeah.
This episode in Abram's life
Yeah.
is a turning point.
Okay.
It foreshadows the covenant God will later make with him,
Okay.
promising him land and descendants,
Yeah.
Abram's victory in battle,
Yeah.
his encounter with Melchizedek, and his rejection of Sodom's riches.
Yeah.
All point toward a man chosen by God,
Yeah.
a man who will become the father of a great nation.
Okay, so we've got epic battles, daring rescues, mysterious kings, and a powerful statement about faith and integrity. This story from Genesis 14 is packed with action
It really is.
and theological depth. But you know what gets me?
Right.
The text doesn't tell us anything more about Melchizedek.
I know, right.
He just sort of appears and disappears,
Yeah.
leaving us with all these questions.
Right, and that's what makes it so fascinating. It invites us to, dig deeper, think critically,
Yeah.
grapple with the mysteries.
Yeah, who was Melchizedek? Where did he come from? Why is his appearance in this story so brief yet so pivotal?
Right. It's like a puzzle box.
Yeah.
And we're left to search for the missing pieces.
Yeah. It's like he dropped this bombshell and then just walked away. It makes you wonder, what was the author of Genesis trying to tell us with this mysterious figure? What's the significance of this brief but powerful encounter between Abram and Melchizedek?
That's the beauty of these ancient texts.
Yeah.
They don't always give us easy answers.
No, they don't.
They invite us to wrestle with the questions,
Yeah.
to explore different interpretations,
Yeah.
to engage with the text on a deeper level.
Okay.
And in the case of Melchizedek,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of debate and speculation over the centuries.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some see him as like a prefiguration of Christ,
Okay.
a kind of foreshadowing of the priesthood that would later be established through Jesus.
Okay.
Others view him as like a representative of a primordial universal priesthood,
Okay.
a concept that transcends any particular religion or time period.
So we've got these different layers of meaning,
Yeah.
these echoes of things to come. It's like the story is planting seeds that will grow into something much bigger later on.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this deep dive so rewarding.
Yeah.
It's not just about understanding what happened in the past.
Yeah.
It's about connecting those events to the larger narrative
Yeah.
of faith,
Yeah.
to the ongoing journey of humanity's search for meaning and connection with the divine.
Okay, so let's bring it all together.
Okay.
We started with this wild story of kings battling it out in a valley full of tar pits. Talk about an image that sticks with you. We saw Abram emerge as this powerful leader, a military strategist, and a man of deep faith.
Yeah.
Someone who was willing to risk everything to rescue his family.
And his victory wasn't just about military might.
Right.
It was about trusting in God,
Yeah.
about relying on a higher power for guidance and strength.
Yeah.
His refusal of the king of Sodom's riches speaks volumes about his integrity
Yeah.
and his commitment to living a life that was pleasing to God.
And then we have this mysterious Melchizedek who appears seemingly out of nowhere, blesses Abram in the name of God Most High, and then disappears, leaving us to ponder his significance. It's like a flash of lightning in the story, illuminating something profound about Abram's faith and the origins of monotheism.
This story, tucked away in Genesis 14, is a treasure trove of insights.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that the Bible is not just a collection of rules or moral teachings.
Yeah.
It's a rich tapestry of history, drama, and mystery,
Yeah.
full of stories that challenge us, inspire us, and invite us to ask the big questions.
So here's a final thought for you to consider. What do you think the significance of Melchizedek might be in this story and in the broader narrative of faith? Is he a foreshadowing of Christ, a representative of a universal priesthood, or something else entirely? The text leaves it open to interpretation, and that's part of what makes it so compelling. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.